Ready, donkey? Go on then.
We have lined up a Christmassy treat. Traditional nativities are always sweet, but ours is quite novel. We will say it in rhyme, while some of us will act it in mime. So join us first as we sing to welcome Jesus, the King of all kings.
Let's start with a moment in Luke chapter 2. It tells us what Caesar decided to do. He gathered together the soldiers of Rome and made a decree to send people home. The soldiers unravelled a long legal scroll dictated by Caesar, the man in control. These the words the soldiers then read, the words that Emperor Caesar had said.
Caesar must know what his empire is worth, so register now at the place of your birth.
Pop and crack goes the Christmas cracker. Pop and crack goes the Christmas cracker. Pop and crack goes the Christmas cracker when we pull it open. Pop! Pop and crack goes the Christmas cracker. Pop and crack goes the Christmas cracker. Pop and crack goes the Christmas cracker when we pull it open.
The ring doorbell wants to sing as well.
Bang! Pop and crack goes the Christmas cracker. Pop and crack goes the Christmas cracker. Pop and crack goes the Christmas cracker when we pull it open.
The ring doorbell goes exactly the same.
Is it again?
Now, one man called Joseph, this man was a girl. He needed to travel to Bethlehem, and he was with Mary, so younger more, but she was heavily laden and she was with child.
I'll rewind a bit as they're walking to town and speak of the day when an angel came down and mentioned to Mary, an unmarried lady, that she was to have God's very own baby. Of course she was worried, as you'd expect. Let's face it, her marriage plans could have been wrecked. But thankfully Joseph was spoken to, and instead of creating a hullabaloo, he stood by young Mary, knowing that she had been chosen by God. She was special indeed.
Now Mary was waiting, expecting as soon the baby was coming to the room. So quickly her husband attempted to find a place they could rest so she would have a peace of mind. So Joseph knocked on the first door he found. It opened ajar and a head popped round. The innkeeper listened while Joseph said,
Do you have a room and a lovely warm bed?
I'm sorry, but no, you'll have to go.
So Joseph and Mary walked down the street, looking so tired they were dragging their feet. They stopped at the next inn and locked on the door. Then Joseph repeated what he'd asked before.
Shut up!
Oh no, who's this?
Do you have a room and a lovely warm bed?
The innkeeper stood there and calmly said, Sorry, but not we're on a single bed.
Please, sir, we have to have somewhere to stay. Anywhere, please, sir, we really don't mind. There has to be something somewhere you can find.
The innkeeper thought and pointed and said,
I suppose you could sleep in the cattle shed.
So me and Mary walked over that way and finally settled to rest in the hay. And just in time too, for the very next morn, an amazing thing happened. Yes, Jesus was born.
Hello, Jesus. Hello. on foggiest nights, and shepherds looked up and saw a bright light, and one of them said as he looked at the sky,
"The light is blinding, cover your eyes."
The shepherds were frightened. What could it be? No one could tell. It was too bright to say. They huddled together like frightened lambs and shielded their eyes with shaking hands. Then up in the sky, way overhead, all of a sudden an angel said, "Do not be afraid. I bring news of great joy. Your faith has been born, and the baby boy."
The shepherds were dazzled and glued to the spot when all of a sudden, you'll never guess what, a whole host of angels gathered around, making a beautiful praising sound. Praise Lord, peace to all men. Christ the Lord is born in Bethlehem.
It was on a starry night when the hills were bright, earth lay sleeping calm and still, and in a cattle shed, in a manger bed, a boy was born, King of all the world. And all the angels sang for him, the bells of heaven rang for him, for a boy was born, King of all the world. Soon the shepherds sang for him, the bells of heaven rang for him, for a boy was born, King of all the world. And soon the shepherds came that way, where the baby lay, and were kneeling by his side. And their hearts believed again, for the peace of men, for a boy was born, King of all the world. And all the angels sang for him, the bells of heaven rang for him, for a boy was born, King of all the world. The angels sang for him, the bells of heaven rang for him, for a boy was born, King of all the world.
Now around this time in land so far, there were 3 wise men who had spotted a star. They decided to see if the prophecy was true and set on a journey with their camel crew.
That was good, Kaiser.
They followed the star. Their steps they were counting over the fields and northern mountain. When the star lay above the table, they laid their gifts upon the table.
To enjoy all the presents and fun, but at the end of the day, when all's said and done, for every gift given there must be a giver. We have to think about what we can deliver.
So please think about it. Let's play our part to give what we can and warm somebody's heart.
The money is here, just thoughts that are kind, which lonely give peace of mind.
Then just as the angels brought news of the birth, we too can bring pleasure and joy to the earth. Bye.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your king. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We all want some figgy pudding. We all want some figgy pudding.
want to do that one.
That was a good bit. Which do you want to do, Joel?
This isn't the song, I don't think.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know.
Why is it so long-winded?
Where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
He just landed straight down my throat.
I'll be having a piece.